If you work remote like I do, or if you've recently purchased a new laptop, you're probably asking yourself whether you need laptop insurance. Hi there, my name is Ron, and in this video, we'll be talking about laptop insurance. What is it? What are some of the options available on the insurance market today? And finally, I'll provide my opinion as to whether or not you need to purchase a policy. Let's start by talking about what is typically covered by a laptop insurance policy. Most policies will cover theft or loss, physical damage such as a cracked screen or spilling coffee on your keyboard, and some may even provide extended coverage once your laptop warranty expires, meaning if your laptop doesn't boot one morning or if a hardware component fails, you may be eligible for a repair or replacement. On the flip side, laptop insurance doesn't cover everything. Some exclusions are computer viruses, wear and tear, software issues, or blatant neglect. On a similar note, you might be wondering what laptop warranty is. It's a guarantee that your device is expected to work for a specified time. If it doesn't, the manufacturer agrees to repair or replace the defective device. Warranties can be voided though, so it's recommended that you don't open up the laptop and attempt to fix it yourself, since doing so will void the warranty. Now that I've explained what is and isn't covered in a laptop insurance policy, I would like to discuss some of the options that are available on the insurance market today. Investopedia has put out a fantastic article ranking the best insurance providers of 2023. I'd like to pull up that article and go through some of the pros and cons of each insurance provider. Now we can see that the best overall insurance provider, according to the author of this Investopedia article, is Worth Avenue Group. We can see that their cost varies by state, but starts at about $37 a year, which is not bad. They also offer additional coverage for educational laptops, and a customer can submit or file an unlimited number of claims. Now I want to make a special note here on the educational laptops. Many insurance providers differentiate between a laptop used or owned by an adult versus one that is used by a child or someone under the age of 18. Now the latter group is classified as an educational laptop, and once we get to the quotes, you'll notice that there is a difference between the two when it comes to premiums. Now we can see here in the pros and cons that an unlimited number of claims can be submitted. The coverage is available for educational laptops, which I just mentioned, and their insurance providers may provide premium discounts like Progressive. Now, in terms of cons, it looks like claims are paid out at a replacement value, and we'll touch on that in just a bit. It doesn't cover theft from unattended vehicles, so if you are maybe taking your laptop with you to work or school and leaving it in the car, perhaps this insurance policy might not be the best thing for you. And the premiums are higher compared to others on the list. Now, $37 a year, that seems pretty reasonable to me, so I'm curious to see what the premiums are for some of the other insurance providers on this list. I want to pause here and talk about some terminology that will definitely come up in future videos. This policy mentions replacement cost value. The alternative is actual cash value. Actual cash value is the amount to replace your damaged or stolen property minus depreciation at the time of the loss. So if your laptop is worth $1,000 today, that is how much you'll receive regardless of how much you paid for it or how much a new similar model costs. On the other hand, replacement cost of value is the cost to replace stolen or damaged property without depreciation. With this policy, if your laptop is stolen, the insurer will reimburse you for the full cost of a new item at today's current price. So, if a new similar laptop is $1,500, that is how much you'll receive. Progressive Insurance has a great explanation of these terminologies, and I'll make sure to link that article in the description below. So going back to our review of Worth Avenue Group's laptop insurance, claims being paid out at replacement cost value doesn't really seem like a con to me. Seems like more of a pro, but that's just my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look at Worth Avenue Group's website and see if we can find any information about a quote. So on the home page, I can see that they have individual quotes, and I'll go ahead and just click on that option. And we have these really nice tiles here that allow us to choose a device that we're looking for an insurance policy. And we'll go ahead and just select the laptop. Okay. And we can see that some of the losses covered include cracked screens, spills, theft, fire, flood, and natural disasters. And on the right-hand side, we can start with our no obligation quote. So I'll go ahead and select California, and we'll go ahead and choose the adult option. For coverage amount, I'll go ahead and say that the laptop is about $1,750. You'll notice that we do have a deductible drop-down menu, but it doesn't allow me to choose a different option, so it does default to $100. And in terms of my policy terms, I can choose a year, 2, or 3. Let's start with 2 years. And we can see that that'll cost about $271 for the 2 years. Now, I mentioned earlier that there is a difference between educational or laptops for kids and laptops that are used by adults. So in the user type menu here, I'm going to go back and select K-12, and we'll go ahead and just fill out the fields one more time. So $1,750. There's our $100 deductible, and we'll go ahead with the 2-year option. Notice that the premium has increased. It was about $271 before. That jumped up to $337, which kind of makes sense because if you are dealing with a laptop being used by kids, chances are much greater that they'll drop the laptop or that they might spill liquids on it. The next insurance provider voted best for multiple policies is Asurion. And we can see that the cost is about $24.99 a month, which is much higher than the $37 or the starting price of $37 annually for the previous provider. Asurion does offer additional coverage so you can bundle other devices, and there is a limit on claims up to $5,000 annually, so something to keep in mind. In terms of pros, you can receive email updates about the claims process. There's a 24/7 technical support, and most laptop repairs are completed within 2 days, which is great to see because if this is the only laptop you have, you do want a quick turnaround to have that device repaired and returned back to you. Or the couple of cons here is that one, there's only one coverage option available, so not much to choose from, and it does not cover loss or theft. The overview mentions that you can purchase Asurion insurance on Amazon at the same time as you're making your purchase of a new laptop. And this makes it so easy because you don't need to go to another website, get a quote, fill in your information, and buy the policy. With that partnership between Asurion and Amazon, it's all part of the checkout process, and I love to see that efficiency. Let's go to Amazon.com and see just how easy it is to add Asurion insurance to your cart when purchasing a new laptop. So we have a Dell laptop here in our list of results. I'll go ahead and just click on the item. And you'll notice here on the right-hand side that we have a section called Add a Protection Plan. And we have a couple of options. We can have a 4-year protection plan, 2-year protection, as well as a Tech Unlimited option as well. And we'll just click on one of these and we can automatically see some of the details here. And we can just simply add the protection to the cart and then check out along with the laptop. So very, very convenient. Amazon has made it super easy to bundle both the laptop and the insurance products into one shopping experience. Now let's head back to our article and just head straight to Asurion's website. See what that process will look like. I can see that we have an option here for protection plans. We'll go ahead and click on Home Tech. And we'll go ahead and click on Compare Plans. Scroll down and you'll notice that we have two options. We have the Asurion Home Plus Entertainment, which is a little bit cheaper. We're seeing this at about $15 per month, and it only covers home entertainment devices, most likely TVs, speakers, etc. We're interested in laptops, so we would most likely have to look at the Asurion Home Plus option, which, as was stated on the Investopedia article, is about $24.99 a month. We see that that not only covers the home entertainment devices, but also smart home tech and a couple of other devices. We see that we have a couple of deductibles. So we have the $0, the $49, and the $99, and most likely that will differ between the terms of the policy. We see that it also has 24/7 support and easy claims by phone or online. You can then sign up or click on the Learn More option to find out more information about this policy. Now, the next insurance provider ranked best for low premiums is Security. Now, the cost for that starts at about $98 a year. They do provide coverage for all laptop models, and a customer can submit an unlimited number of claims per year. In terms of pros, they provide a discount for multiple policies, so you might be able to bundle house or car insurance along with your laptop. They also provide coverage for new and refurbished laptops as well. Emphasis on refurbished. Refurbished devices are those that have had an issue at some point, and the manufacturer or an authorized technician has addressed that issue. Now, some insurers will not cover refurbished devices because the assumption is that the previously fixed issue may resurface. In terms of cons, it looks like the online purchase form tends to be clunky, and that's just the opinion of this author. Deductibles are higher for used and rebuilt laptops, which makes sense. Used and rebuilt laptops have a greater probability of breaking as compared to a new laptop. And individual policies won't allow a choice in deductibles. Now, in the insurance world, you generally have this relationship between deductibles and premiums. Usually, if you have a higher monthly premium, you have a lower deductible for approved claims and vice versa. And it looks like with this particular product, a customer doesn't have the option to play around with those deductibles, as we saw with the Asurion, which had the $0, $49, and $99 deductible options. Let's go to Security's website and see just how clunky the website really is. All right, so I'm here on the page, and I do see this Get a Quote option. Also this drop-down menu where I get to select the device that I'm looking to insure. I'm gonna go ahead and search for a Apple MacBook and click on Get a Quote. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like it takes me to this next page. It says Buy Protection Plan. I have to select the option again. Okay, so I'm seeing where this clunky trait might be coming in. Let's do Apple MacBook one more time and click on Next. So I now get to choose my purchase price. Let's say that it is between $1,500 and $2,000. It is brand new, and we'll do the warranty and accidental damage for now. We'll pay in full. Looks like that's the only option. We'll do a 2-year option here. It looks like we don't have a 1 year, so it's either the 2 or the 3. And we'll just leave that as at one laptop. So it looks like it's about $160 for the 2 years for a brand new laptop, up to $2,000. That comes out to about $6.50 per month. Not bad. And we'll notice that our deductible is $100, so we don't have much option to change that. I do see here on the right hand side that we do get a discount if we purchase multiple plans, and that was pointed out in the article as one of the pros, so we can bundle multiple policies. And just as a test here, we'll add the theft option as well, and we'll see how much that increases our price by. Okay, so it went from about $158 to $227. Okay, so you will be paying more for theft coverage. But the first few steps there on the homepage were a bit confusing. I was a bit unsure as to whether I'm supposed to click the get a quote option or the next button here, right? So definitely something that they can improve on, but I wouldn't say it's a showstopper. The next insurance provider ranked best for new devices is SquareTrade, an Allstate company. We can see that the cost is about $60 for 2 years, and they cover spills and liquid damage. And there is a limit on claims up to $5,000 annually. In terms of pros, some claims may be approved instantly, which I think is a great feature. You might be able to just go online, submit a claim, maybe upload some photos, and for certain damages, your request or your claim would be approved instantly and reimbursement would happen so that you can then go out and either repair or replace your device. So that's really neat to see. You can choose from multiple deductible options. We do like having that flexibility, and coverage starts on the day of plan purchase. Now, you would assume that as soon as you purchase one of these insurance plans, that coverage starts that same day or the following day, but that's not always the case. And we'll see that with the next insurance policy. But this is nice to see. And I think this is because we're dealing with the new devices. In terms of cons, the policy for new laptops only covers those purchased within the past 30 days. So if you did purchase something greater than 30 days in the past, that might be considered a used laptop. Not really sure, but something to just kind of maybe pay closer attention to if you're looking at this particular product. There is no option to choose in-person repair from approved technicians, meaning that you're going to have to ship your laptop and wait for it to get fixed and then to be returned to you. You can't simply go to an approved technician, maybe in your local area, drop it off, get it repaired pretty quickly, and then pick it up. And then the standard plan doesn't cover theft or loss. So this is one of those products that maybe focuses on spills, cracked screens, that sort of stuff. Let's take a look at SquareTrade's website and see if we can get an actual quote. So we're on the Allstate Protection Plans website. In the upper right hand corner, I see an option for buy protection. And we can either choose from phone protection or all other plans. We'll go ahead and select this option for the laptops. And then we have a drop-down menu where we can select different types of devices. And I'll go ahead and just choose laptop. We can then choose the price of our item, and we'll go ahead and choose the $1,500 to $2,000 option. And then we have either the 2-year or the 3-year plan, and we have an either $0 or a $75 deductible. Now we can see that for the 3-year no deductible, that comes out to $430 for the 3 years. If we decided to go with a $75 deductible, that would lower our price, but that means that in the event of a claim, we would have to pay $75 out of pocket, and then the insurer would cover the rest. So this seems pretty straightforward. I'm seeing a lot of insurance providers are offering the 2 or 3 year, with fewer of them offering the 1-year option as well. And it's nice to see that we at least have 2 options in terms of the deductible, either the 0 or the $75 option. The last insurance provider on the list, ranked best for older devices, is Oopsie. We can see that their cost is as low as $41 for 2 years. They offer coverage for used and open box items, which is rare, and a customer can submit an unlimited number of claims. In terms of pros, they offer a low deductible policy, which we love to see, and you can choose from an in-person repair or ship to one of Oopsie's certified repair centers. Now, as we saw with the previous insurer, we didn't have that option to go in person to a repair center. So once again, we love having the option to choose between shipping in our laptop or going into a nearby repair center and getting that issue addressed. Now, they do have a 31-day waiting period, meaning if you do purchase the policy today and your computer breaks down tomorrow, that would not be a covered claim. So something to just kind of keep in mind with this product. And it looks like plans are only in effect after the manufacturer's warranty expires. Now, manufacturer warranties usually cover defects with the device, but they don't cover things like cracked screens or spilling liquids on the keyboard. So I'm curious, with this policy, what would happen in those events, since your manufacturer would not be covering that damage. Now, we can see from the overview that as long as your laptop was purchased within the last 60 days and it has a 30-day seller's warranty, you can qualify for coverage. Let's go to Oopsie's website and see if we can get a real quote for a laptop insurance policy. So we're on the home page. It looks like they have an option here to explore plans. We'll go ahead and choose that. And we're presented with all types of different protection plans by device. And I love seeing these tiles with the images as opposed to a drop-down menu that we saw with some of the previous insurers. So I'm really liking this UI here. We'll go ahead and choose the laptop protection option. And we're then presented with some of the major brands or makes for laptops. As you can see, we have MacBook and we have Dell and HP. We'll go with the MacBook, Apple MacBook protection plan. Now, no other options to choose from, so I can't choose my deductible option, nor can I choose the term, say a year, 2, or 3. It does say that it is $7 per month, so it looks like this is just a monthly plan. And taking a look here at the smaller detail, it looks like I can cancel anytime. So that is probably why we have this monthly option as opposed to, say, one of those pay up front in full that we saw with some of the other products. Once again, that's $7 a month. It has a $50 deductible, so I can't choose, say, a $0 deductible or a $75 deductible, as we saw with some of the other products. And it does cover accidental drops, spills, and more. Now, on the Investopedia article, it did mention that it covered products purchased within the last 60 days. I can see here in the highlights that purchases in the last 4 years are eligible. So we actually have a much larger window than I had initially expected, which is once again great to see. As long as you purchased, an Apple product in the last 4 years, you're good. And check this out, no receipt required. Very interesting. Once again, you can cancel anytime, full refund in the first 90 days. You have up to 2 claims per rolling 12-month period, meaning you can't submit a claim in November, December, and then another one in, say, January, because that would be 3 claims within a 12-month period. So something just kind of keep in mind, that's a rolling 12-month period, not annually. And there is a 90-day waiting period for your first claim. So they're going to make you wait a little bit if something happens with your laptop. So that's something just keep in mind if you're looking at this product for your used or open box laptop. So there you have it. Those are the best insurers out there based on the differing criteria that a customer might be considering. It now comes down to this. Do you need laptop insurance? You might be surprised to discover that your laptop is already covered as part of an existing policy you may have. If you're a homeowner and have homeowner's insurance, it may protect against covered perils such as fire, theft, and natural disasters. You'll want to look under the personal property section of your policy. Typically, electronics such as laptops are covered up to a specified amount. If you're renting a place and have renter's insurance, your policy may offer similar protection against damage to your personal belongings, including your laptop. One thing to note, homeowner's insurance and renter's insurance cover loss or theft, but do not protect against accidental damage. If you have neither of the above policies, but you have a work laptop, chances are your employer already has coverage with its insurer for all company devices. But might not be a bad idea to confirm with your employer just in case. If you don't have homeowners or renters insurance, or are a freelancer, or perhaps you like to enjoy your cup of coffee while you work online, laptop insurance might be worth getting. With the rising costs of electronics and the affordable premiums that we saw with some of these providers, getting coverage for your favorite devices could be the smart thing to do. That's it for now. Thank you for spending your time with me as we cover this topic. If you found this video insightful, please smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you back here next week.